In this video, we're going to learn how to use the alignment tool and the dimension tools in Tinkercad to make our work a lot more efficient and a lot less frustrating. So let's do an easy object here. Let's just take this cube here. So I've got this cube, and the cube, it looks like a cube, but I'm not sure if it is. I can figure it out pretty easily, though, by using the dimensioning tools. The dimensioning tools are these squares here. So if I hover over them, the dimensions show up. This is 20 by 20, and then if I go to this one over here, it's 20 tall. So it's 20 by 20 by 20. Here's the nice thing about these dimensioning tools. Let's say I wanted to make this a smaller square, okay? So I can, or a smaller cube rather. All I have to do is click on any of the squares, and that kind of like freezes them. Then I can just type in the 20. I click on this 20. We'll make this one 18 by 18. And I can always just drag this down if I want to, but if I want to make this exactly 1.2, that's really hard to do. So all I have to do instead of dragging it is just click it and then go here and do 1.2. And now that's going to be 1.2. And I can even go to the hundredth, so I can make this 1.21 if I wanted to. So now I have this square here. So the dimensioning tools are really, really easy to use. There's one other dimensioning tool that doesn't show up the same way, but you kind of see the tool of it here. That says height off the ground. So right now, this is on the floor, on the ground. If I wanted to raise this up to 5.3 above the ground, what I could do normally is hover over this little black arrow, and it turns red, which means it's engaged. And then if I click on it, I can hold on to it and pull it up. But if I want to go to 5.3, again, that's hard to do. But notice that number on the right that changes as I do this. So all I have to do is just let go, come over here, and I can go 5.3. Oops, not 5.6, 5.3. And now that's exactly 5.3. It's really, really handy to use those buttons and to type in numbers instead of trying to figure out how you're going to move it in a certain spot. It's very, very, very frustrating to do it that way. So that's one thing. Now, let's say I wanted to align something into the middle of this. Let's say I have we'll just do a sphere. So I've got this sphere here. I want to make this sphere nice and small. So real quick, I'm going to click here, and we'll just make this one 5, 5, 5. We're going to keep it a sphere, so I'm going to go up to the height, click on that, and make that 5 by 5 by 5. Now, I want this to be 5.3 up, so let's go grab this little, sometimes I have to angle it this way, grab this, move it a little bit, and then go 5.3. And now I can use my arrow keys to move this around, but this is going to get kind of frustrating because I want to try to put this right in the middle. Instead of moving this around trying to do that, all I'm going to do is highlight both objects. I'm not going to group them. Instead, I'm going to go to the Align tool here. And when I do that, I get these little dots that appear. So I want to align this way. And let's make sure I do this right. And this way. And this way. There we go. So now I'm completely in the middle. The Align tool puts it right in the middle. It's not an estimate. It's not a guess. It's right in the middle. But one thing I do notice, though, is that my little sphere it's kind of poking into this object here. So the reason why is because the height off the ground is for the very bottom. So this object here, the height off the ground is 5.3. But if I click on this, it's 1.2 tall. So the bottom of this needs to be 1.2 above 5.3. So we need to make the bottom of the sphere 6.5. So I'm going to just come over here, pull this up, and 6.5. And now it's exactly on the bottom, and it's exactly in the middle. So that's how you use the alignment tool and the dimensioning tools to make your life a lot easier with Tinkercad.